Hi, Uncle John here again, and we're going to go ahead and do one more episode tonight, I think. Um, we're back in Pokemon Violet. While I was copying the last episode over to the computer I'm going to be processing it on, I went ahead and added a few more Pokemon to my playthrough, and I also located the remaining shiny Pokemon that I wanted to put into my team. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill out the team with shiny Pokemon. And then we'll go ahead and go to the Blueberry Academy. So okay, so I had a shiny Blitzel that I bred in another game, and a shiny Zoroark. And I also have a Hisuian Sneasel, so I'll go ahead and throw that in as well. So now we've got our shiny team, and let's go ahead and go back to Paldea and go see Director Clavel about going to Blueberry Academy. Okay, so now we're back in Mesagoza. Who do we have here? I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who are you again? I'm Uncle John. Oh, that's right, you're Uncle John. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. Wait just a moment. Director Cyrano. Oh, hello there, Veli. You're as lively as always. Didn't realize you were here. Of course I'm here. As director of this academy, where else would I be? And do address me more properly while students are present, would you? More importantly, what are you doing out here? I thought we had agreed to meet in my office. Did we? Must have slipped my mind. Anyway, what's the matter? This is the student, right? Well, yes, he is, but I do apologize, Master Uncle John. You must be terribly confused. This is Director Cyrano of Blueberry Academy. As I mentioned on the phone, he's interested in accepting you as an exchange student. Yep, that's me, Director Cyrano. Did I not mention that? One look at our young friend here makes me suspect you did indeed failed to clarify that point. Speaking of which, why did you request Master Uncle John specifically to take part in your exchange program? Excellent question, Veli. It's very simple. You see, the reason is... why did I put in that request? Oh, that's right. My sources told me there was a student here worth keeping an eye on. I asked around a bit, and you do seem to have left an impression on quite a lot of people. Now that I've gotten to meet you for myself, yeah, I've got a good feeling about you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Director Cyrano. I'd just love for you to visit my school. You would be a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Well, if anything can be said about Director Cyrano, it's that he has a keen eye for talent. I would be thrilled if you went to Blueberry Accademy and got to know the students there. But only if you're willing to go, of course. Think of it as a chance to further expand upon your treasure hunt. I wish I could accompany Master Uncle John, but I'm afraid I must ask you to watch over him in my stead. You will watch over him, won't you? Oh, of course. I'd never let anything happen to one of your students. I hope this experience leads you to even more you can treasure. Best of luck to you. Just give me a holler when you're ready to head to Blueberry Academy. Well, let's go now. Are you all ready to kick off your studies abroad at Blueberry Academy? Yes. Great, then let's get going. I love how there's a Dragonite flying right next to the plane in that loading screen. Hidden treasure of Area 0. Part 2, the Indigo Disc. Ta-da, we're here. Welcome to my grand Blueberry Academy. This is actually just the entrance. The school itself is mostly underwater. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and did you notice? Look at how blue the place is. I can't tell you how long I spent picking the perfect blueberry color. Let's see, what else? Perhaps you have something you'd like to ask me? Why is the rest of the school underwater? Really, that's what you're curious about? Well, it's very simple. You see, it's because the school building is attached to an undersea plant that develops natural resources. Right? That's what I've heard. Yes, right, exactly. Took the words out of my mouth. Always on point, aren't you, Lacy? Oh no, it was nothing. Do we have a guest today? We do. Uncle John here is part of the exchange program. Make him feel welcome, huh? Hold on. This is the exchange student from the Paldea region? I suppose I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Lacy, one of the second-year students here. You must really be something special, you know. It's rare for Director Cyrano to remember the name of a new student. Ha! Just call me out, why don't you? Actually, I've got an excellent idea. Why don't you explain how things work around here, Lacy? You want me to do it? Well, yeah, you know this tour guide stuff isn't my strong suit. Well, that's certainly true, but still, I imagine there must be someone more suitable than me. Oh, please don't take it like that. It's not that I don't want to show you around or anything. Director Cyrano just has this bad habit of pushing his duties onto me, you see. And it's just not right. Really letting me have it today, aren't you? That said, this might be a chance to get to know the new student everyone's talking about before anyone else can. That decides it. I'll take on this task. Excellent. Now then, let's head straight down this bridge into the entrance. On you go. Okay. Head to the entrance. This is the entrance to Blueberry Academy. Our school puts a great deal of emphasis on the art of Pokemon battling. We hold official matches on this central court right here at the entrance, and any student can freely utilize this court if it's not otherwise in use. I think it's safe to say that you'll be battling more here than in any other school. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Director Cyrano, I think perhaps it's fine if you just leave the tour to me. Still, it's really relaxing here, with the sea breeze blowing over you, even when no one's battling. You often see students lazing about in the stands. Oh. And there's one other quality of our school that you'll find very surprising. The wild Pokemon sometimes terrestrialize here. Yeah? Oh, I suppose that's not anything special to someone from Paldea, is it? The terrestrial phenomena was first discovered in the Paldea region, after all. But we've taken things a step further than you and your Terra orbs. We've developed some neat tech ourselves, something that lets us control the terrestrial phenomenon on our own turf. I bet that piques your interest, doesn't it? Yes. Sir, I think it will be easier to understand how all this works after we go to a lower level. If you could put a little pin in that thought. Always thinking ahead, that's our Lacy. You know what? I think it'd be great if the two of you had a battle. What? Right now? Why not? I'd like to see what Uncle John here is capable of. And our Lacy's a member of the Elite Four in the league club we have going here. To say nothing of her influence of her father, one of the Unova region's famed gym leaders. Excuse me, didn't feel that coming and didn't get to my cough button in time. I bet you'll learn a thing or two. Oh, I wish you wouldn't go spreading personal information without asking first. It's just not right. Give me a good show now, you two. I'm sorry, but there's no negotiating with Director Cyrano once he gets an idea in his head. There's no way he'll move on with the tour until we give him his battle. Besides, I have to admit I'm a little excited myself for the chance to battle you. Here at Blueberry Academy, we tend to go for double battles. Let's give one a try and get to know each other a little better. You're challenged by Pokemon trainer Lacy. She sent out Plusle and Minim. We sent out Gyarados and Slowking. I suppose I'm representing Blueberry Academy in this battle. I'll try not to disappoint. Okay, knocked out that minimum. That was quite the harsh blow. Let's see. Now, how should I turn this around? That did get us a few levels. Okay. We're actually going to not learn that one right now. Flame Charge, yes. Paralyze the Slowking. It looks like my plus-minus strategy isn't working. Guess it's time to go all out with pure strength. Lacy sent out Excadrill. Okay. Excadrill, let's shake them up to their core. High horsepower, super effective against poison type Galarian Slowking. For the KO, Gyarados uses Waterfall, which is super effective against that. Oh, would you look at that? You go right after those type weaknesses with precision, don't you? Sometimes, when it benefits me to. Let's just go for continuing to overpower them. Waterfall. Ice Punch. And a win because we way overpowered them. We're actually not going to learn Stomp. Well, you beat me soundly. Spectacular. You really are quite skilled. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon, though. I'd love to see how someone from Paldea does it. The students here at Blueberry Academy were only recently issued Terariums, so I hope you'll be able to teach us more about them. Well done, both of you. You really battled it out Blueberry style. Speaking of style, I forgot I had a uniform for you. You'll feel like you fit in as soon as you're dressing the part. Okay. It suits you beautifully. Now that's what I call fashion. Oh, and you can take this as well. So now we've got the style card. This should give you a few more options when you visit shops and salons in places such as Paldea. Now you'll look the part and hopefully feel it too. Why don't we head into the school? You can pick where you want to go from the gates over there. Come on, I can show you the pride of our Blueberry Academy, our world-famous terrarium. Let's go ahead and go to the terrarium. And let's take a look at what level the wild Pokemon are here. And then I think it'll be time to call it an episode. A little bit more unskippable cutscene. This is it, the park beneath the sea that has gained renown around the world. Our very own Terarium. We may be underwater, but the projectors built into the walls and ceiling make it feel like we're actually outside, don't they? We've been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology. I designed all this myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap. Within this tome, there are 4 distinct biomes. Here we have a nice toasty subtropical savanna biome. Then off to your right you can see the breezy tropical coastal biome. Further out to your left you'll see the craggy, crunchy, rugged canyon biome. And last but not least, way out in the distance, we have the Arctic and snowy polar biome. Each biome's air temperature and humidity levels are regulated with the utmost care. That's why you can find completely different Pokemon species living in each area. We sure put a lot of effort into it. Tell me, Uncle John, which biome tickles your fancy off the bat? The snowy polar biome. Oh, you like the cold, do you? I'm not very good with the cold myself, but Ice-type Pokemon can be awfully cute. If you need to heal up your team while you're down here, feel free to use the self-serve healing machines we've installed around the terrarium. Now then, Director Cyrano, can you please explain to us why crystals form here and how wild Pokemon are able to terrestrialize? But don't you know already, Lacy? Oh, I get it. You want me to do the talking. In that case, let me show you. The reason is actually right above our heads. That there is the terrarium core, which presides over all that happens in the terrarium. It contains a fluid that we've jam-packed full of a special material from Paldea. It's constantly emitting terrestrial energy. That's what allows the Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome. Wonderfully said, sir. That's exactly right. Though I still don't know what that special material within the terrarium core itself. It's never been shared publicly, has it? Oh ho, you want to know. In fact, it's... Now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Fire put all of it together, so I'm not certain myself. That's what I thought you might say. Practical class will commence shortly in the coastal biome. Students participating in the class should make their way to the coastal biome now. Oh, it looks like you're just in time to see a class in session 2. This is too good of a chance to pass up. Won't you join us, Uncle John? You can get your first taste of our school's classes. Yes. Tee-hee, I love that sort of passion for education. I'll go ahead and register the terrarium map to your Rotom phone now. The terrarium map has been added to your map app. It's fun to take a stroll through the terrarium on your own, and I think it'd be more of a hassle than anything if you had me holding your hand. So, yep, that settles it. Please find your way to the class site in the coastal biome on your own. Well, it doesn't seem like I'm needed here. Wait, sir, you don't... But I've made sure that a dorm room has been all set up for you, Uncle John, so don't forget to give it a visit later. Oh yes, and one other thing. Could you open your pokedex app for me? The Blueberry Pokedex has been added to your Pokedex app. Catch as many Pokemon here in the terrarium as you please. Don't be afraid to go buck wild. It's your student life here at Blueberry Academy, so remember to live it up to the fullest. And there he goes. Well, you can at least count on me to be around when you need me. There's no call for concern. It's probably time we both head to class, so I'll be waiting for you to join us in the coastal biome. Okay, so attend class in the coastal biome. Okay, and this actually is level 67, so these don't scale depending on whether you have completed the main story or not. Ryhorn was caught, and now that I've checked and discovered that, I think that it is time to end this. And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to tell your friends if you've been enjoying my videos. And perhaps we can work on improving things in the future, making sure that everything is Ricky Ticky, and keep growing our community. Make sure to have a wonderful day as well. Goodbye. You know what? Before I sign off, let's go ahead and claim our pokedex prizes. Okay, so we have 132 out of 135 in this pokedex. And let's go ahead and see what all we get. For 90, we get an ability capsule. For 100, we get an upgrade. For 110, we get a dubious disc. For 120, we get a safari ball. For 130, we get an electrolyzer. And at 140, we'll get a magmarizer. And then let's also go ahead and see what I got between episodes for 130 in Kitakami. We got 5-star pieces. And then at 140 we get a prism scale to evolve a Feebas. So let's go ahead and save and quit. And once again, have a wonderful day.